So picture this, a church service. But instead of a sermon, you get a deep dive into the science of preserving human memory. Sounds pretty different, right? Well, that's exactly what we're looking at today with the Church of Perpetual Life. It's this incredible place where, cutting-edge science and really heartfelt remembrance just come together.
And this quote right here, it just nails it. We gather as a community of hope, science, and remembrance. It's not just some stuffy mission statement, It's like the DNA for the whole event. It tells you right away that we're going on a journey that covers two massive connected ideas. First, the absolute frontier of what science can do, and second, something deeply human, honoring a life well lived.
Okay, so let's jump into that first pillar, the science. This service is going to get right into the nitty-gritty of memory, like what it's physically made of and the incredible idea of being able to preserve it.
The main event, scientifically speaking, is a presentation from a company called Nectome. And let me tell you, this isn't some far-off sci-fi stuff. This is real, fundamental research. They're asking this huge question. If our memories are what make us, well, us, then what are they actually made of? They're literally hunting for the physical fingerprints of memory inside the brain's complex network.
The big idea they're working with is called connectome preservation. So think of your brain's trillions of neural connections, the connectome, like a giant intricate blueprint or a skeleton. Nectome's whole bet is that if you can preserve that skeleton perfectly, you're essentially saving the core structure of a person's mind, of their memories.
And what's cool is they're not just looking at one piece of the puzzle. It's the whole shebang. They're digging into the molecular physics of it, wrestling with the mind-boggling challenge of how you'd ever extract those memories, and of course, making sure the biological stuff is preserved flawlessly. Every single one of these pieces is absolutely crucial to their massive, audacious goal.
So who's actually steering this ship into the future of memory? Well, the service gives you a direct line to the person right at the helm.
The speaker is none other than Jessica Radley, the CEO of Nectome. She's right there at the forefront, and her job is basically to take all these super complex scientific ideas and figure out how to make them real.
And you've got to look at her background. It's pretty incredible. Before this, she was founding companies in AI, cybersecurity, even medical systems. So she's bringing this amazing mix of deep tech know-how and biology to the table. And the fact that she worked her way up from chief of staff to CEO at Nectome, that just screams commitment to the mission.
So what are you actually going to hear from her? Well, she's going to walk through the latest research, what it means for preservation tech, but then she's going to tackle the elephant in the room, reversibility. That's the huge, almost unthinkable challenge of, one day actually bringing a mind back from a preserved state.
Okay, but the service isn't all about looking decades into the future. It does something really important. It takes a moment to pause, to bring everything back to the here and now, to the community, and to the simple act of remembering.
And this is where things get really powerful. There's this beautiful shift from the high-level, abstract science to a deeply personal story about one of their own members.
They're going to be honoring a man named Douglas Baldwin. He was the church's audiovisual technical director. Think about that. He was the guy behind the scenes making sure all these big ideas could even be shared and broadcast. In a very real sense, he was the one connecting everyone and helping build this community from the ground up.
And this quote, it really says it all, doesn't it? It shows you that this community isn't just about the big-name visionaries. It's about the dedicated, steadfast people who are its backbone. It's a beautiful tribute to the quiet, essential work that actually holds a community together.
And here's where Douglas's story really ties everything together. See, he wasn't just supporting the mission from the back of the room, he lived it. He made the incredible choice to undergo cryonic biostasis. That's where the body is preserved at super low temperatures. He literally placed his own future in the hands of the very hope this community stands for.
And that right there, that's what makes this whole thing so special. It's where it all comes together. This seamless mix of the brainy and the heartfelt, the scientific and, you could almost say, the spiritual.
When you step back, the Church of Perpetual Life has really built something one of a kind. It's a place where you can have a conversation about the absolute edge of neuroscience, and in the next moment, honor a friend who truly believed in it. It's where this big, abstract hope becomes something real, and where the future of memory connects with the memories we cherish right now.
So all of this leaves us with one final big question, one that brings it all home to you. Everything we've talked about, from Nectome's science to Douglas Baldwin's choice, it all comes down to the value of our memories, the very essence of who we are. So just think about it for a second. If your memories, your story, could be perfectly preserved, what story would they tell?